Hello and welcome to part 6. We are going to put that detail into those sockets or whatever you call it. Let me first go to face mode and then we select this face here and then shift select the next one, and let me bring up that image plane. So first I have to turn off the reference stuff here, and then should be able to move. Hit W, and then I bring it up so that I can compare it to the image. And maybe take a look over there. Okay. Let's bring it down again. And then face. I still have that selected. So let's do another extrusion. So we can dial it in. 0.03. That should be 0.2. So 2 millimeters. Oh no, not at all. That's way. Okay. Oh, let's try 0.04 and compare it to the image. I think maybe 0.05 or 6. So just hit Q to deselect the tool. Okay, I think just go to object mode and then let's turn off wireframe on shaded. I think it could be 0.6. Let's try that out. Okay, let me just undo that because I want to open up that that window here. I want to control it over the extrusion and dial it in. So we have it here 0.005 and I'll put in 6. Okay, so we see some hardened edges here. So I select the object and then I go to mesh display and say soften hardened edge. Now, it looks way better. Looks way better. So we turn on the wireframe again. I think I'm going with 0.06. I mean, of course we can change it later on, but I don't want to, I try to avoid to go back and fix stuff, but that's what happens. Okay, so if we now check it out on the smaller socket. Just trying to look at that image down here. Okay, so let's do the same thing. We might use the shift and then higher S. That sounds weird. Okay, do another extrusion. So this time that's not, that's smaller here. So let's try 0.03. And again, I'm just comparing let's do the mesh display, soften harden edge here as well, and then turn off wireframe and then click somewhere. So deselect everything. Looks good to me. I think it could be a bit more. Extrude. So here go to the inputs and then let's try 0.04. I think that comes pretty close. And I think it has to be a little bit lower. Let's go to the side view for that. So here you see those black faces because of the normals that are facing away from us. So let's go to, no, not to UVs, let's go to vertex mode, and then we select all the vertices here. Use W move tool, go back to perspective, and then press plus on your numpad if you want to, so to make those handles longer or larger. So yeah, most of you guys must think now that this guy is fucking picky, but like I said before, I like it if it's close to the reality. Okay, so I'll leave it like it is now, and I think I'm gonna bring down the border here. Well, let's try the same. Let's go to wireframe and then let's compare it here. So it is deeper, right? It's lower, not deeper. That. Vertex. So now I'm just selecting the one vertex here. Hit W. So I was hoping the arrow would point to the right. Okay, so maybe try it here then. Let's go to vertex mode and then only select that piece here. And then hit plus. So it is lower. So I'm just looking here where the arrow is sticking through the geometry here. So and it's lower here at the larger socket. Okay. So I just pressed minus to get those handles small again. So yeah, okay. Alright, so let's turn on wireframe on shader here. And then we do some bevels here. I know those are pretty hard edges, but a perfect hard edge, like a 90-degree edge, you won't find it in you know, nature. It's always, you know, if you look very close, you always find some kind of bevel. So let's so that edge loop selected here, that we could at the same time select the upper, so shift double click, so that we have the two edge loops. I just try to show you that. Hopefully you can see it. So I tried selecting both and then turn on shaded mode and then do the do the bevel here. So click on that. And then I'll try to get close to those bevels. Let's put the segments to 3, and then we have to lower the fraction because it has to be a little bit more hard edged. So let's type in 0.3. Let's just try 0.1. Okay, that looks more like. Again, let's turn off the wireframe, and then with the object selected, press 3 on the keyboard to smooth the geometry. Okay, so of course that didn't work as I wanted to, because we are missing some edge loops here and here. Thinking about doing a bevel here as well. So in that corner edge loop here, I double click on that, and then I can say G to repeat the last tool. So put in three segments here, and then say 0.1. Excuse me. Okay, so now hit 3 on the keyboard. Okay, so we still have at least one edge loop missing here. So just below that corner. So it's not smoothing out then when we press 3 on the keyboard to smooth the geometry. So I don't care about that, what happens down here. So I'm going to delete some stuff here later on. But that looks good to me. If you look very close, those are hard edges, but a little bevel is everywhere. Okay, so just hit 1 on the keyboard again to go back to unsmooth version, so just low poly. And we do the same here with so I selected that object and press F to frame in on that or focus on that. Okay, so we already have one edge here. We didn't have the other one, so let's just go to edge mode, and then Shift Z to undo, hit Q, go to object mode, and then again edge. Select some weird. I only want to select them edge loop. Okay, now it worked. So I got this one. Shift select this corner edge loop, and then the upper one. So we do the bevel here on all 3 edges at the same time. So we'll just hit bevel. We're using the same settings. So start with a fraction of 0.1, I guess, and then say 3 segments. Go to object mode. Okay, now I'm selecting the object again. Press 3 on the keyboard to go to smooth preview. It looks good to me. Both. All right, so I'm just pressed 1 on my keyboard to go back to a low polygon, or to exit that smooth mesh preview. Okay, so I think 15 minutes gone. So let me turn on wireframe on shaded again. That time is running, man. It's like, wow. Okay, so we got those 2 sockets ready to copy over. So that's what we're gonna do in the next video. So I'm gonna save this file and see you then.